Okay. All right. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to our community yoga class. So this is actually our free offering here at the studio, and it's been free since we opened the studio. It's our way of like inviting more people to just come to the class whenever they need it. So you don't have to register, you don't have to be a member of the studio, you don't have to attend all the time as well. Whenever you feel like you need it, just come to the class. Okay, so it's every Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So if you have friends or family members who you feel might benefit from this class, just invite them to come to session. Okay. So for our class in particular today, it's yoga for mobility. So I recently attended a workshop over the weekend, and our teacher emphasized how important it is to bring mobility into our bodies. So more often than not, illness or disease happens because we don't move enough. So when we don't move enough, the muscles get tight, the connective tissues become so tense that it creates a lot of uh, it's like a ripple effect. Like you create tension in your body and you're stressed, and then you're stressed and you create tension in your body. So it goes like a cycle already. So when you're feeling that way, your mood becomes bad, your disposition becomes bad. So the way that you respond to life becomes bad as well. So our intention in today's class is to bring healthy movements into our body so that we can create mobility that is good for our system. Okay? So with that, we're going to start off with a short centering. So just go ahead and cross your legs comfortably in front of each other, resting your hands on top of your knees. Find that upright spine. And if you haven't done so yet, please close your eyes and just allow yourselves to settle in to your mat. Just allow yourselves to arrive in your space. As I mentioned, lack of mobility can create this vicious cycle that affects our body, our mind, and our heart. But in this space of safety that we are creating for ourselves, without any judgment, without any criticisms, I just invite you to recognize how you are in this moment. Identify if there's pain that you are feeling for today. Recognize if there's any tightness that you are experiencing. And if you're like me, maybe recovering from an illness or a flu sensations in your body, notice that as well. But rather than labeling them as our limitations for today, we embrace them for what they are, recognizing that it's normal. It's okay to feel this way. we take this time to identify where we hold our stress in. So that in the long run, we can take care of ourselves just a little bit better. Now, keeping your eyes closed, let's go ahead and bring one hand to your chest and the other hand onto your belly. And I invite you to feel the rhythm of your breath as you fill up the lungs with fresh supply of oxygen. Feel your chest and your belly expanding. And then as you exhale, feel them fall down, releasing the stale air from your body. And just do this a couple more times on your own, allowing yourselves to feel the fluidity of your breath, allowing yourselves to relax just a little bit more as you inhale and exhale deeply. Now, keeping your eyes still closed, you're just going to switch the crossing of your hands. Whichever was on your chest, bring it to your belly. Whichever was on your belly, bring it to your chest. And we take our last 5 big breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out 1. Inhale. Exhaling 2. Breathing in. Breathing out 3. Inhale. Exhaling 4. Inhale. And exhaling 5. When you're ready to move, just go ahead and blink your eyes open. And you're going to place your hands down onto the floor behind you as you bend your knees in front of you for your windshield wiper legs. Just going to drop your knees side to side. There might be some numbness on your legs. There might be some tightness that you're feeling on your hips. But just go ahead and breathe mobility back into your system. Alrighty, now from here, you're gonna let your knees fall down to the right. And you're just gonna let your legs separate, moving yourselves a little bit more to the center of your mat so that your hips are shining forwards. Excuse me. On your next in-breath, we're gonna reach our arms all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to the floor and reach your left arm up and over for that side stretch. On an in-breath, slowly come back up to the center. And then exhale, take that side stretch to the left. Left hand down and right arm up and over. Let's do 2 more pairs. Inhale, pick yourselves back up to the center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, feel that stretch at the center, lengthen up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. One last time, please. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, we're gonna hold it here on the left, reaching your right arm up and over your head. You can stay a little bit more upright in the pose, or maybe crawl that left hand a little bit further from you, bending your left elbow and allowing yourselves to tip just a little bit more to the side. See how it feels when you lean your right rib cage back and gaze up to the sky, stretching out the sides of your neck as well. Inhale and exhale. Now let's slowly come back up to the sky as you inhale your arms up. Exhale, land your hands down onto the floor behind you. And you go again with your windshield wiper legs, dropping your knees side to side, just allowing yourselves to reset with the hips. Sorry about knocks. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna bring your knees down to the left and separate your legs. You might need to move yourselves a little bit more to the center of your space so that your hips get comfortable. All right, now when you're ready, you're gonna reach your arms all the way up to the sky. But this time, we're gonna start off with the left. So left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. Push away from the floor, inhale, rise above, create that space. Exhale, bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up and over. And just go ahead and join the legs. Inhale, come back to the center. There you go. And then exhale, tip over to the left so that you create this space on the hips. Let's go again. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, side stretch to the right. One last pair. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come back up. And this one is the one that we hold. So right hand down. Left arm reaches up and over. And again, you can stay shallow in the pose. You'll feel it already. But if there's a little bit more space, you can crawl that right hand further from you, bending your bottom elbow. Just allowing yourselves to lean a little bit more to the side, feeling that stretch from your hips all the way to the fingers. Maybe look up if it's okay for the neck. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, come back up to the center, reaching your arms up as you breathe in. Exhale, hands down to the floor behind you. And take one last windshield wipers with your knees. Just dropping your legs side to side, left and right, left and right. Alrighty, now from here, we're gonna take your butterfly pose. So you're gonna bring the bottoms of your feet together and your knees fall out to the side, creating a diamond shape with your legs. We'll come down in progression, so hands in front of you. Take a moment to lengthen the spine as you inhale. And then exhale, just walk a few inches forwards. And then we go again. Inhale, crawl your hands back, rolling your torso all the way upright. Exhale, walk your hands maybe a little bit more further than the previous one. Again, please inhale, walk your hands back, roll the torso upright. And this next one, you're gonna come into a degree with your spine that feels good for you. No pressure if you're staying up or you're coming down. I want you to recognize how you feel and maybe bow your head, closing your eyes, allowing yourselves to surrender into this forward fold. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Nice and slow, please. Walk your hands back and roll your torso all the way upright. Guiding your knees together so that you close off your thighs, bending your knees right in front of you. I'm just gonna turn to a profile, but you're gonna hug your knees with your left arm. Hug your knees with your left arm. Reach your right arm up to the sky, right arm up to the sky as you inhale. There you go. And then exhale, land your right hand down onto the floor behind you. And you look over your right shoulder, allowing yourselves to come into that twist that releases tension on your back body. So this is very good for mobility, since it allows you to wring out any pain, any tightness that you might be feeling with your back. Get ready for the other side. On an in-breath, reach that right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, hug the knees with that arm. Circle your left arm up to the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, land your hand down onto the floor behind you and look over your back shoulder. And again, notice the amount of space that you are creating on your back as you pull yourselves just a little bit deeper into that twist. Inhale and exhale. Now come back to the center, reach that arm up to the sky, inhale. And exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Swivel your legs backwards, and we're gonna come up into our tabletop pose. Please come down onto your hands and your knees. Once you are in your table, you're just gonna give your hips a couple of sways side to side, move your shoulders forwards and back, allowing yourselves to just loosen up a little bit more into this pose. And feel free to layer in some extra movements, maybe letting yourselves move forwards and back if it's okay, maybe rounding and arching your spine if that feels good. Just letting your body move as comfortably as you want. All right, now I'll meet you at the middle of your mat. Checking that your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. And we're gonna do your cat and cow. So on an in-breath, let your belly drop down. Tilt your chin, tailbone up to the sky. As you exhale, push away from the floor, round your back, and you look down towards your legs. We go again, please. Inhale, drop your belly down. Arch the back and look up to the sky. Exhale, push away from the floor, round your back. 3 more times. Inhale, let your belly drop down. Feel your chest pushing more to the front, arching the spine. And then exhale, push away from the floor, round your back, hollow out the belly. Again, inhale, arch the back, chest forwards, widen to your chest. There. Exhale, push away from the floor and round your back. One last time, please. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round the back. Very nice, you guys. Neutralize your spine. And you're going to begin to extend your right leg to the back. Lift your foot away from the floor. Inhale here. As you exhale, land your foot forwards in between your hands. Good. And you're going to move that left knee a few more inches to the back. If you have tenderness on your knees, you can grab the pillow and slide it underneath your knees. And already here, you're feeling this space on your left hip flexors. So we're going to amplify just a little bit more. You're going to roll up with your hands on top of your knee. All right? Now you give me a big breath in here. As you exhale, let your right hip come down towards your right heel. You sink your pelvis forwards and down. We go again. Inhale, pull up, finding that neutral position. And then exhale, you let your hips sink forwards and down. You're feeling it a lot more now, right? Let's go again. Inhale, lift up. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it's like the worst experience. Exhale, let your hips come forwards and down. But it just means we need it. Inhale, come up. Rising up. They're cracking. Oh no. Exhale, let your hips come forwards and down. One last. Inhale, come up. It's the excess air coming out. And then exhale, let your hips come forwards and down. I'm going to invite you to find a happy middle ground, somewhere that you can hold. For your last breath, arms go up, inhale to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And you slide your legs back to tabletop, hands and knees down on the mat. All right, give your hips a couple of sways once again. Move your shoulders left and right, left and right. Just loosening up a little bit once again on your mat. All right, you guys ready for a second side? Left leg extends back. Lift your foot. Inhale. Exhale, land your foot forwards in between your hands. And if it comes short, don't panic. Move your right knee a few inches back. Good. When you're ready, rise up. And maybe even as you reach the top, there's something that you need to adjust, so now would be the best time. Once you feel stable, take a big breath in here at the top. Exhale, you let your left hip come forwards and down towards your heel. We go again. Inhale, rising up, neutral. Exhale, let your hips sink forwards and down. Feel that stretch on your right hip flexors. 3 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down and forwards. Inhale, come up. Exhale, that is 4. You're going to give me one last. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, down and forwards. I'm going to invite you to find a happy middle ground, somewhere that you can breathe and still smile in the pose. You're going to reach your arms up to the sky as you inhale. Maybe lean your upper spine if it feels good. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. And you slide your legs back into your tabletop position, hands and knees on the mat. All right, now this time, look down at your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Really grip the floor. Look down towards your knees. You're going to curl your toes, tuck your toes, and begin to lift your knees and your hips up into an inverted V position with your body, creating your very first downward facing dog for tonight. Now keep looking at your feet. You're just going to begin to pedal out your legs. So bend one knee at a time, bend one knee at a time. And as you do so, press your opposite heel as flat as you can to the ground. Very good for mobility, particularly for your hamstrings, part of your body that you use all the time. So expect that there's gonna be some ouchy feeling as you bend and extend the knees. All right, and then just go ahead and begin to walk forwards, 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 and just hang out here for a bit. We're gonna slowly rise up, bone by bone, coming up vertebra by vertebra so that you don't let the blood pressure rush too much into your head. And reach your arms up to the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, gather your prayer hands towards your heart. Reach your arms up to the sky as you inhale. But this time, you're going to bend your elbows like you're surrendering into the pause. Now, let your hips push forwards and then lean your upper spine to a back bend that feels good. And then inhale, you rise up again, arms up to the ceiling. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows. Push your hips forwards and lean your upper back. One last. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows and lean your upper spine. Now reach upwards as you inhale. Exhale, swim your arms behind you and interlace your fingers. Once you have your hands clasped, pull your arms as far away from your back, and you already feel it, right? You feel that nice expansion in your chest, that squeezing sensation on your shoulders. Breathe with me, guys. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, micro bend your knees. So bend your knees a little bit here and begin to let your belly come down to your thighs. Your face come down to your knees. And you move your arms as far away from your back. Ooh. So you're combining now that stretch on your hamstrings, that space on your shoulders, that length on your spine. So many in one pose, right? Give me a breath. Inhale. Ah. And then exhale, let your arms dangle down to the floor and you slowly roll up, bone by bone. Oh. Arms up, inhale. And then exhale, hands in prayer in front of your chest. Okay? So place your hands onto your waist. Excuse me. You're going to step your right foot to the front. And you're going to move your left foot to the back. Pivot your left heel down so your hips are now facing the long end of your space. And see if you can line up your right knee on top of your ankle. Open your arms out to a T, arms in line with the shoulders. Excellent. This is your warrior 2. Please look towards your right hand and allow yourselves to solidify your pose. Maybe take a wider stance, Abby. Yes, beautiful. Alrighty, let this toes turn in just a little bit more, Joyce. Good. On your next in-breath, can you please straighten that right knee and reach your arms all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your elbows into cactus and then bend that right knee into your warrior 2 legs. We go again. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, bend your elbows. That is 2. You got 3 more. Inhale, stretching out the legs, stretching out the sides as you lengthen up. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows. 3. Inhale, reach up, lengthen up. Exhale, bend elbows, bend knees. That is 4. One last. Inhale, rise above. And exhale, bend. That is 5. Listen carefully, you guys. Look at your hands. And you're going to bring your right elbow underneath the left. So right elbow underneath the left. Press the backs of your hands together or intertwine at your palms. Good. These are your eagle arms. So feel that broadening sensation on your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, turn to face forwards. And you're going to bow down towards your right leg just as much as you can. Hold. Inhale. And exhale slowly. Release your arms all the way down to the floor. And you step back into your downward facing dog, that inverted V position with your body. And you might want to pedal out your knees again. Sway your hips side to side just for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Roll yourselves forwards into plank, please. Don't worry, I won't make you hold. Exhale, you're going to bend your elbows and come all the way down to the ground. Hands by your chest, point your toes back. We're coming up into cobra, so you can choose to stay low, just your chest up. Or if it's okay, you lift your chest, your ribs, and your belly away from the floor. And just think of widening, expanding through your heart, lifting through your chest. Inhale here. And then exhale slowly. Lower yourselves back down to the ground. Press yourselves up to table as you inhale. And we're gonna lean back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up to the sky. And we're gonna go for that walk again. So walk your feet all the way forwards until you arrive at the front end of your mat. Once you're there, slowly roll up, bone by bone. Sweeping your arms up to the sky as you inhale. And exhale, pray your hands. Okay, so the thing with mobility, we have to repeat it over and over again so that your body gets used to it. So same thing. Reach your arms up to the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, bend your elbows. Lean back, push your hips forwards. Again, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend elbows, lean back. One last. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend elbows and lean back. Our favorite pose. Inhale, rise up. You're gonna reach your arms behind you first. Clasp your hands, get a good grip. And already here, feel that expansion in your chest as you move your arms as far away from your back. If for today, there's just a little bit of gap between your bum and your hands, that's fine. Little by little, you increase the mobility. Inhale. Exhale with micro-bent knees. Slowly, slowly, let your chest, your belly dive down to your legs. Your arms move away from your back. And little by little, work on extending your legs. Doesn't have to be straight. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let your arms dangle down to the floor. And you slowly roll up bone by bone. Better, right? Better. Second time around, lot better. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And then exhale, you're gonna catch your waist with your hands. And we're gonna step that left foot forwards. And the right foot to the back. We spin the right heel down. And let the chest, hips face more to the side. Open out your arms when you're ready. And look towards your left hand. See if you can bend that left knee just a little bit more, Sandy. This, like, bend. Good. And then move your right foot more to the back. Nice. Good. Right toes turn in. Good. On an in breath, can you straighten your left leg and reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knee. That is one. We go again. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. That is two. 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Feel the length and space. Exhale, bend down. That is 3. Inhale, energize up to the sky. Exhale, mobilize the joints. That's 4. One last. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, bend the knees. That is 5. Hold it here and just take a moment to look at your arms. Left elbow will go under the right this time. Yep. And you press the backs of your hands or intertwine at your palms. Good. Feel that broadening sensation on your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, let your chest face forwards and bow down towards your left thigh. Holding it here for a breath, I know. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. And you step your feet back into your downward facing dog, that inverted V position with your body. Last flow, you guys. Inhale, roll yourselves forwards into plank. Exhale, you're gonna bend your elbows and come down to the mat. Ooh. Point your toes back. And again, come up into your cobra. Your choice of how high, depending on how your back feels. But see if you can open out just a little bit more. Shoulder shrug back, tilt your chin up, expand to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Now please press yourselves up into tabletop. We're going to set up for your child's pose. So you open your knees as wide as your mat, let your big toes touch. Sit on your heels and lower your chest down as you walk your hands forwards off your mat. Good. Please take your time here in child's pose, noticing how you feel, recognizing the wonderful mobility that you were able to create with your body. Continue to find big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Three more, please. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. One last. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly roll yourselves forwards into tabletop. Come up onto your hands and your knees. And similar to what we did a while ago, our cat and cow. Inhale, arch the spine, look up to the sky. Exhale, push away from the floor, round your back. And please do this a couple more times on your own. And again, I invite you to notice the difference. How you feel from when we started and now that we're about to finish our yoga practice. Maybe a little bit more open. Maybe a little bit more mobile. And that's just by coming into a few poses for today. Imagine what you can create when you consistently incorporate few minutes of your yoga into your lives. One more, please. Inhale. And exhale. Cross your knees and make your way to an easy seated pose, sitting back down onto the floor. And we're just gonna finish off with one more pose, which is your butterfly, like what we did at the start. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees out wide. Take time to lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, walk your hands just a few inches forwards. And let's go again. Inhale, roll your torso up. Exhale, walk forwards and bow down. One last. Inhale, roll your torso upright. And on that last one, go ahead and maximize the amount of space that you can bow into, surrendering into this pose. Slowly roll your torso all the way upright. And you're gonna guide your legs together into your easy seated pose, crossing your legs. And you're going to place one hand onto your chest and the other hand onto your belly as you observe the quality of your breaths. Feel the inhalations and the exhalations flowing in and out of your system once again. And as we come to a close with our session, I invite you to remind yourselves of how important it is to take care of your body, how important it is to incorporate mobility into your system. And for today, by showing up in our mat space, we have gifted ourselves with a lot of presence already. Harness all of the benefits of your practice for today as we gather our prayer hands in front of the chest and bow down in a state of gratitude. Enjoy the rest of your night. Namaste.